Hello, the Pioneer viewers. The Russia-Ukraine war continues to maintain its space for the agenda. As you know, we've been reporting the developments and analyze about the war since it started, and during the war, various events affected the process positively or negatively. In the war that has been going on for more than 2 years, the parties have suffered mutual losses. Throughout the war, many types of weapons have been used and continue to be used, and the most prominent of these weapons has been unmanned aerial vehicles. With the use of drones on the front line, the developing Ukrainian arms industry have gained a good momentum. The Ukrainian officials have frequently stated that research and development work on weapons technology continues outside the ongoing war on the front. At this point, the Ukrainian army has gained serious firepower and attack potential, and the latest news shows that the Ukrainian drones have become much more effective and deadly with the latest updates. Moscow administration is having a hard time due to the failure of Russia's invasion attempt against Ukraine. The war, which Moscow launched with a rapid invasion plan, did not meet its expectations, and unable to overcome the Ukrainian army, which showed a strong resistance, the Russian army had to renew its plans. And the Ukrainian army, on the other hand, did not give up the strategy it has been following since the beginning of the war. According to the strategic attacks plan, the Ukrainian army organized attacks targeting strategic areas such as important facilities, military units, military airports, logistic links belonging to Russia. And as a result of the attack, the Ukrainian army made great gains. The news that emerged in recent days proved that Russia was negatively affected by these attacks. The Russian oil industry has been severely wounded by the Ukrainian army's strikes on the Russian oil facilities. According to the latest news, the deteriorating Russian economy is heading towards more difficult days with oil problems. Now, if you're ready, let's analyze the latest developments together. As the Pioneer, we continue to report on Russia-Ukraine war. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so that you don't miss our daily map reports and reports on the agenda. I also read all of your comments on our videos, so please continue to share your ideas about our content in the comments with us. Let's start if you are ready, because the Pioneer reports. As the Ukrainian army makes do with dwindling stockpiles of ammunition from its Western allies, it is working with the fleet of the first-person view drones, one of the most popular drones in the world, and in the war with Russia to inflict more damage on Moscow's armed vehicles in the air. The Ukrainian military is retrofitting its drones, making them more lethal. Ukraine said it has developed armor-piercing ammunition known as EFP, compatible with its fleet on the first-person view drones, and the munitions developed by the Ukrainian army will provide a great advantage against armored troops during the attack. According to the Ukrainian media, the boosters are designed to be used against a number of armored military vehicles, including armored personnel carriers or infantry fighting vehicles and self-propelled artillery. According to the Ukrainian sources, the ammunition can travel a distance of 1,800 meters per second. The main advantage of the ammunition on the Ukraine's FPV drones is that Kiev operators can trigger the attack remotely. EFPs can also pass through cages or nets, which are often used to protect them from FPVs. Thanks to these prominent features, the EFPs are able to attract attention. So FPV drones have become almost emblematic of Ukraine's struggle. They have been used to record the dramatic battlefields footages from offensive operations where drones look towards Russian vehicles before exploding, or developed as reconnaissance vehicles to guide artillery strikes. Ukrainian authorities have long been doing this and conveying the true face of the war through social media. Kiev's digital transformation minister Mikhailo Fedorev, who is leading Ukraine's drone efforts against Russia, said recently that the systems sometimes work even more efficiently than artillery. Throughout the more than 2 years, Ukraine has competed against Russia to develop innovative drone solutions, with Kiev dominating FPV's production in the early part of the 2023. Ukrainian officials have said it is on the track to produce more than 1 million drones in 2024, surprising and surpassing the target set by the Ukrainian leader Vladimir Zelensky in late 2023. While the Ukrainian military continues to work on the war efforts, the Russian oil economy is also facing problems. Ukrainian drone strikes on the Russian oil hubs and refineries and endangering the oil industry, the cornerstone of President Vladimir Putin's country's economy. Figures shows that the gasoline production in Russia has plummeted following a series of attacks by Kiev on the country's oil refineries, according to the local media. Russia's Federal State Statistics Service said that the past week, the country's production of motor gasoline fell to 754,600 tons, down about 7.5% from the previous week when the production was 815,300 tons. Moscow relies on oil exports and its strategy in energy industry, which accounts for about 30% of the country's budget revenues, and it's crucial for the financing in the war in Ukraine. According to the available information, Russia is the world's third largest oil producer, announcing for more than 12% of global crude oil production. The country's energy industry has also been hit hard by Western sanctions imposed in response to the invasion of Ukraine. Meanwhile, since March, Russia has banned the gasoline exports for 6 months in the attempt to stabilize the rise in fuel price in the country. The latest oil hub to halt operations due to the Ukrainian drone strikes in Russia's Rosenfeld mid-sized oil refinery near the city of Samara on the Volga River. The facility has not recovered from the last week's bombing. Moscow's leadership continue to deal with both the war and the problems, and the Ukrainian authorities, on the other hand, aim to increase the war gains. So, what do you think? What do you think about the situation of the Ukrainian drones? How do you think the footage recorded by the Ukrainian drones affect the war processes? And what do you think about the oil crisis that Russia is facing? More importantly, what do you think are the mistakes of the Russian leadership? You know that I care about your opinion, so please share it with me.